Hey there everyone, it's B3 back with another beautiful action figure showcase. Today we're doing more Kaiju, and first up I'm going to show you this beautiful Bandai Creations GMK Godzilla. The sculpt is not great, but when I was a kid, this is about all you could get for GMK Godzilla, something that was my favorite film until Shin dethroned it. It really is a spectacular film, and while this sculpt isn't the best, it's still a very wonderful piece that I've had since I was a youngster. Very cool. And I don't think it's super expensive to get either. I don't think it's been reissued as much as many of the other Bandai Creations Godzillas, but I don't think he's a super expensive one. I haven't checked. Why check? I have one. Next up, how about some Ultraman with the Ultra Action figure Ultraman Zero Beyond. This is a form that he took in the show Ultraman Geed, and it really only made sense that he was a big part of Geed because Belial was a big part of Geed. So, pretty cool. I really like this form. I'm a sucker for purple stuff, so I actually think it's really cool. It's not as powerful as like Shining Zero, but it is neat. He articulates, even has some finger articulation, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, I think this guy might be a little pricier now. This is not one of the Ultra Action figures that I believe has made it to the States. I got mine via proxy, but it's pretty cool. I really like it. I even made an Awaken My Figures of it on this TikTok page, or on this channel if you're watching this on my second channel where I repost TikToks on YouTube. He's very cool, and I do have a review for him, as well as nearly everything you're going to see today up on the main channel on YouTube. Next up, more Godzilla. Here's another Super 7 reaction figure. We've shown them in these videos before, but not this specific one. It is the 1967 Godzilla. This is kind of the glittery, sparkly version. I always like to picture him like overflowing with radioactive energy. But this is a suit that was made for us in the US to shoot footage with, and it was lost, and that footage never happened. So very interesting piece of Godzilla's history made into a figure by the people at Super 7 who, even though their figures cost twice as much as they should, are clearly big Godzilla fans, because they got some deep pulls in their Godzilla toy line, and I do respect it, and I like this cool vintage style. I really like this figure. I have this complete set. Moving on to some more Ultraman. This guy's pretty cool. Mine's a little beat up, but that's why he was cheap. It is Dark Mephisto from Ultraman Nexus. You gotta love your dark giants. They don't really make them like this anymore. Fully painted on the back, you just don't get that. And you don't really get him this size. You see, he's even bigger than the Ultra Action figure, which is more figure art size. Yeah, they don't typically make these in this scale anymore. He's pretty cool. Has his weapon included. Really nice. And he's one of the big bads from Ultraman Nexus, a criminally underrated Ultraman show. Really like him. Might paint over this big scuff one day, but the other scuffs don't really bother me. Very nice. And last but not least, we have something in package. Now, I've decided against showing things in package on these videos unless I'm keeping them in package. And I do think I am going to keep this guy in package for permanence. It is the Godzilla King of the Monsters Trin Masters Red Godzilla Force. Yeah, you see, the thing about this is it's clearly a Power Rangers knockoff, because these figures were coming out when Power Rangers was huge. So he's very clearly just a Red Ranger with some Godzilla hunting gear. And what are human-sized characters going to do against, you know, Godzilla? It comes with a cool badge. I still have several of these badges loose out of package. This guy's really cool, though. You know, got all this other stuff on the back. I do have more in package, and I think I still have one out of package. Why are you so dusty? You've been in a box. How did you get so dusty? Oh, Lord. But yeah, I'll use that to cover up my double chin. But yeah, that is it for today's showcase. I have lots of figures for sale in my store. I'll try to post a link to that in the comments so you can copy and paste it. And there's a lot of great stuff going on. Check out the main YouTube channel up at the top of my page on TikTok. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching it on my second channel, so check out my main channel for action figure reviews. I do plan on getting a second one of these to open, so definitely stick around for that. Follow and tell me in the comments which one of these figures was your favorite. That's it. Thank you once again. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.